How you doing today? It's awesome to be with you all. I believe you guys are having a lovely time. Alright, today on our weekly real estate gist, we'll be discussing a very interesting topic which every one of you must know. However, before we start, I will be your host, and my name is Emmanuel O. Julius, the lead consultant with Impact of Properties. Welcome once again. Like I said, today our topic is a very interesting one because it cuts across basic thing everyone should know when buying a property. Either you are buying a house or you are buying a land for investment purpose or for residential purpose. Whatever purpose it is, as long as you intend buying a property or you are already buying a property, these are the things you must know. That's why you should stay tuned so that we'll run you through the basic things you should know. As many of you who are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do us a favor, subscribe and hit the notification button to get updates on real estate gist here in Nigeria. Trust me, you don't want to miss out there because we bring you educative insights on real estate matters in Nigeria. Like I said, today we'll be discussing a very interesting topic, which is key steps you must take or you must know before buying that property. Those steps you must know before buying that house to avoid stories that touch. I remember years back, my uncle came back from the US and he was crying and weeping. Why? Because he has been sending money home to one of my cousins to get him a property in Lagos, and when he came back he discovered that my cousin got the property, but however the property was under government acquisition. So by virtue of that, he lost that property. He lost a lot of money, good amount of money. I'm talking about 5 years ago. So today, to avoid such stories, please stay tuned and you get good insights on our topic today. There are a great number of things to look out for and to keep in mind when buying a new home, especially in Lagos, Nigeria, where you have the land grabbers, you have the omoliles who can just swindle you of your money, and all of a sudden you've lost everything and it will result to stories that touches. So these are the few things you must bear in mind. Understand the nature of the property. The first key steps you must take before buying that property, you must understand the nature of the property. Investors want to get the best value for their money, and this often translates to the best return on their investment. With this in mind, you want to evaluate the potential growth in investment in a particular area before you throw your hard-earned money at it. Now, what does this mean? Take for example, I want to buy a house or I want to buy a landed property in some location, or I want to buy a land or a property in a place. First thing I must look out for is what is the potential growth in that location. What are the developments that is coming up or that will come up in that location that will result to growth, that will result to high return on investment. Now, the growth rate is within 5 to 30%. Why go for less when you can get more? So there are some specific or juicy areas or location where you must buy your property to earn good return on investment within a short period of time. So the first point or the first key step is to choose investment location wisely. The second thing is to research who is selling. This is a key point in buying into any property or house in Lagos State, Nigeria. Always keep the following questions in mind. Who is the owner of this property? Who is selling the property? Is it the owner, the owner's wife, or the owner's son, daughter, or someone else? These questions, if you have answers to this question, it will help you ascertain who is the real owner of the property. Another thing is to know the name that appear on the document of the said property. Is it the current owner or the previous owner? And what liabilities currently exist on the property? All of this will help you form a decision when buying a property. Research who is selling this said property. Now the third point is to verify the true owner of the property. Trust me, over the years I have been opportune to see a lot of experience, or have a lot of experiences whereby you see different persons posing to be owner of a particular property they are selling, while the true owner is there not even aware that they want to sell his or her property, or does not even want to sell the property. Now this is a key point. You must verify the true owner of this property. And how do you go about this? You run a search. The term search in real estate means going to the Lagos State government to verify the true owner of this said property you intend to buy. Now the essence of this, it will bring about to your notice who owns the property. Is there any litigation issue currently on the property, and it will let you know what are the liabilities the property has, or what is the title the property currently owns, and if the property is under government acquisition or not, because there are a lot of properties in Lagos State, specifically in even Lekki, that are under government acquisition, but they are up out there in the market for sale, and a lot of persons are keen to these properties without running a proper search to verify the true owner of the property. The Bureau of Lands of Lagos State is responsible for all land related matters in Lagos State, and the home to the office of the Bureau of Land is at Alausa, Ikeja, Lagos State Government Secretariat. Now the fourth point, or the key steps before acquiring that property, after you've run your search, after you've find out the true owner of the property, and after you understand the location or the nature of the property, and you are delighted, and the location suits you, and you intend to go ahead with the buying, the fourth step is to make payment and collect the right documentation. Make payment and collect the right documentation. Pay the property amount to the property owner and get the following document. Number 1, purchase receipt. Number 2, contract of sale. Number 3, the building plan. And number 4, originals of the other relevant document in possession of the previous owner. Yes, you need to get the originals. It is very, very important, so that will ascertain that you are now the real owner of the said property. File the documentation for your new purchase with the state government is the 5th step when acquiring a land or house or landed property in Lagos State, Nigeria. It is important to do this step, and I'll give you reasons why you should do this step. Now take for example, I, Mr. A, sold a property to Mr. B. Now I have issued him purchase receipt, and I've issued him contract of sales, and I've given him the relevant document. But this is only known between Mr. A, me, and Mr. B. It is not known to the law. Now, the essence of filing this documentation, all of this receipt, all of these documents you've received from the previous owner who sold the property to you, is to bring it to the notice of the law to the government that this said property now belongs to me, and this is very, very important. Now take for example, if the said property currently owns a C of O, certificate of occupancy, once you file your documentation with the state government, you can go ahead and proceed to acquire governor's consent. What does this imply? It implies that the said property no longer belongs to the previous owner, Mr. A. It now belongs to the current owner, Mr. B, and that will be documented with the government. So legally, before the owner and before whoever witnessed when you purchase the property, that property is now yours, because you file the documentation with the state government. Now the last point, which is a bonus point, which is very important, and a lot of investors always overlook this is the appointment of estate agents. It is very important that you appoint or acquire the service of a registered real estate agent in Lagos State to either help you acquire the property or manage the said property. Now, a lot of us think that we can just easily go ahead and by court and get this property without the help of the real estate agent. Yeah, it's very possible. Out of 100, 99% of them, or let me say 90% of them, have lost such property because real estate agents, realtors, we take our time to run due diligence on said property or any property listing to ascertain that this property is free from any form of government acquisition, and we go about it in different ways apart from the words of the mouth from the owner, far down to the Lagos State government to do a verification. We chat and even bring surveyors, registered surveyors to come and run survey on the property to ascertain that okay, the property is even sitting in the right position as claimed by the owner. I have different experiences I would love to share about selling after a client got a property from somebody, from the owner. He went ahead directly and got it from the owner after paying a sum of 65 million naira here in Lagos State for a property of 4-bedroom detached duplex in Lagos State. He now went ahead for verification and discovered that the said property that he has paid for is not sitting at the right space in accordance with what is available in the Lagos State government. By virtue of that, he lost the property because where the property is sitting physically is different from where it's sitting on the map, and where it's sitting on the physically is under government acquisition. So by virtue of that, he lost that property. So what we do as real estate agents, as realtor, cannot be overemphasized. We take our time to run due diligence to ensure that this said property does not give you issues, so that your investment will not be lost, because it pays us, it hurts us to see that after you've spent your hard-earned money, you just lose it. That's why we've taken that time to bridge this gap, to curb this problem, to ensure that you don't go through this stress, and after that you still lose your property. We'll take our time to go through this stress and ensure you don't lose your property. That is why at Impact All Properties we have trained and seasoned realtors who take out time to meet every client's needs. Reach out to us and you'll be glad you did. Today we've come to an end of our weekly real estate gist. I hope you've learned one or two things about key steps you must take in acquiring properties in Lagos State, Nigeria. However, peradventure we must have missed out on one or two steps which you know. Feel free at the comment section to comment. We'll be glad to hear from you. Like, subscribe, and share this video with your loved ones so that they will not fall victim and have stories that touch later in the future. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and we'll always bring to your doorstep real estate matters in Lagos State, Nigeria. Till I come your way again, I remain Emmanuel O. Julius, a lead consultant with Impact All Properties. Stay blessed and have a wonderful time.